Don't you have time for your friends? Or be that kind of parent, but newsflash, I'm that kind of parent. I'm just the worst friend of them all. Hi friends, and welcome back. So it's been a while since I made a video, about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but I'm glad I found time today to just sit down and make this video. So a few weeks ago, I put up a Q&A on my Instagram, for people to have an opportunity to ask me any question regarding motherhood. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering those questions. Every month, I want to start putting up Q&A section on my Instagram for us to ask each other questions and for me to have the opportunity to come up here in a video and for us to discuss, answer those questions, and I share my own perspective. So that is one of the reasons why I opened a YouTube channel, because I needed a platform where I can share my voice with the world. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, as this is a growing channel where we talk about lifestyle, motherhood, faith, career, everything, the good stuff. So yeah, subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you do not miss out on any video. Let's dive straight into this video. So I got about 5 to 6 questions. I have my iPad here with the questions and I'm gonna be trying to answer them as sincerely as I can. Number 1 question is, how is motherhood treating you? This is a very, very good question. I feel like we don't ask ourselves these questions enough. I feel like they don't prepare us enough to be mothers. How is motherhood treating me? I'll say motherhood has been good. Really, really, really stressful. Really, really stressful, but good. Kids, they bring so much joy. They bring so much happiness. They make you so happy, and at the same time they stress you, annoy you, give you so much work. But I'd say it's balanced. Like, the joy is worth the stress for now. Because people say the more your kids grow up, the more they become like something else, but hopefully it's not going to be my case. For now, motherhood has been really, really good, treating me really well, a bit stressful, not a bit, a lot stressful, because sometimes when I sit down and I think, I need to do this, but I always at first need to consider the kids, need to consider their well-being before I can make any decision that I would like to make. Some days also I just sit down and think like, how can I be the best mom for these kids? How can I give them the best thing in the world? Sometimes I'm also scared, like, things are happening in this world. This world is not the best place for you to raise a child. But I just always say the God that, helped my mom to take care of her 5 children will help me take care of mine. And it just gives me like that kind of peace. So yeah, motherhood on its own is really stressful. The different emotions come through as a mom or with motherhood. Overthinking would not help anything. So just do your best and leave the rest for God. Number 2 question. Why don't you have time for your friends? When I saw this question, I wanted to skip it. Like, when I was writing it down on my iPad, I wanted to skip it because I honestly do not have an answer to this question, but I'm going to be trying my best to answer it. If you're my friend and you're watching this video, I feel like I said this thing last week to somebody, I'm in my bad friend era. Like, this is a really heavy topic for me to talk about. I'm just the worst friend of them all, and I acknowledge that I'm not a good friend. But life on its own, moving to another country, being a mom of 2 kids, working full time, life on its own is really stressful. We want to do the maths, because I work full time, 40 hours in a week. That's like 50% of my life already. Being a mom already, taking care of the kids every day of the week, that's another like 50% of my life. That is 100%. So if I'm if a whole me is 100, I don't even have any time for myself. I don't even have any time for my partner. I don't even have any time to do things I like doing. Not balanced. So I can't be a good friend to my friends. I know if any of my friend is watching this, they would, everybody now is grown. Everybody has, we're not staying together, or some people are still like living close together. But most of us, we've like gone to different countries. We're now doing our own thing, trying to raise our own family. I try my best to keep in touch with them once in a while, and maybe once in 2 weeks. But it's not like I don't have time for my friends. It's that I don't even have time at all. I don't even have time to do what I like to do. I don't even have time to go out. I don't even have time to socialize. I wouldn't say I don't have time for my friends, but I just apologize that I'm in my bad friend era. Well, hear me, the day you would need me, the day that any of my friends will need me, I'm the kind of friend that will close everything that I'm doing at that point to just show up for you. So even if I need to like go to somewhere or travel, I'll definitely come through for you the day you'd need me. I'm in my bad friend era, and at this point in my life, I'm just prioritizing my children, my career. I would not say I'm prioritizing friendship at this point, because it's hard for me to keep up with like day-to-day activities of what is happening in my friend's life. I'm not the friend that know every single detail of what is happening in your life. Like, I'm your seasonal friend. I think that's how I see myself with people, like seasonal. I'm seasonal friend. That's why if my friend should tell me this thing happened to them in their life, I'm not upset. If my friend should say, oh, I'm getting married, I'm not upset. I'm happy, because even if I did not know you had a boyfriend or you're in a relationship, I'm never upset. I'm happy, because I'm just that seasonal friend that show up once in a season or in a blue moon, and like we catch up, we tell ourselves everything that has been happening, and we're still able to bond. Some of my other friends more distant from me, but I just console myself with, like, if you're my friend and you feel like I'm not doing enough for you, I'm not showing up for you, I'm not being that friend you want me to be, it's fine if you want to distance yourself from me. Like, it's fine. This world is just a tough place on its own. The real ones will stay. The real ones that love you for who you are will stay. Just like my sisters or my brothers, they know I'm busy, but because I'm busy or because I'm replying their message after 3 days, they'll say, oh, they don't want to be my sibling anymore. They can't. So that's how it is with friendship. Who loves you genuinely will stay, no matter how hard it is for you guys to communicate, no matter how hard it is for you guys to call each other. They'll either be on your snap, just sending you snap video, or be on your Instagram watching your story. Like, they're just there in the background, but they genuinely love you. So yeah, I'm that kind of friend. The next question is, how has your relationship with your mom evolved over time? When I was growing up, the honest truth is, when I was like in my teenage stage of life, maybe like from 13, I always had conflicts with my mom. I didn't really like my mom. She was always shouting, I just felt she was just in my space, always disturbing my life, but now I think from like my 20, when I became like 19, 20, I started changing. I started, liking my mom more. I started seeing her like a friend. I started seeing her like my normal sister. I talk to her the way I talk to my elder sister. I talk to her the way I talk to my younger sister sometimes. Like, our relationship just became better. From the point that I left the house from university and I saw life in a different perspective, in a different way. I started using my money to buy food. I started understanding all those things. I started appreciating my parents more. Mostly now that I'm a mom, oh my God, I have so much respect for my mom now, because how did she even have 5 kids? Like, I just have 2, and every day I'm complaining that I'm tired, I'm stressed. How did she do it with 5? How were they able to feed 5 children? Like, economy now, everything is so hard. How were they able to give us the best things, the best accessories, take us to the best schools? It was a big sacrifice, and now I can understand the sacrifice because I have to do it now for my own kids. So my relationship with my mom has really evolved. The more I grow, the more I see things better, the more I understand life better, and the more I appreciate her better. Next question is, do you ever feel like a bad mom? For now, I'll say no. I said for now because I feel like the more my kids grow up, the more I may be a bit strict with them because kids, they can literally outsmart you. I'm not that kind of mom that would spoil my child, But for now, I'll say I'm a very good mom. I'm very patient because they're like still toddlers, 1 year and 3 years old. You need to be patient with them. This period is their foundation in life. This is when they are learning where is left and where is right, where is up, what is eat, what is talk, what is come, what is go. So now this period, I need to be patient with them. So I think with the more they grow, the more I'll change to suit their lifestyle and the way they are thinking for them. Because if you're too patient with children, sometimes you may limit them. I'm not saying I'm going to be pushing them to say, oh, you're going to be the president of the world, oh, you're going to be, it will be nice, but I'm going to be like, if they need the push, I'll give them the push. Not like I'm 100% just chilled and patient with them. I feel like I'm going to be that kind of mom, that if you need the push, I'm pushing you like with my 2 hands. If I feel you need the push, I'm doing it. Those things that our parents used to say, when you grow up, you'll be a doctor. When you grow up, you'll be a barrister. I used to say I would not do like that. Or I used to say I would not be that kind of person or be that kind of parent. But newsflash, I'm that kind of parent. I just want the best. Like every parent just want the best for their kids. I feel like when you start having your own kids, then you'd be able to understand everything your parents have done for you. So yeah, for now, I'm a patient mom. I'm really, really patient. I'm not a bad mom at all. I'm very logical. I shout, but I give you a lot of grace. I tell you, don't do it before, the African mom in me comes out. So I'm very patient and I'm very logical. Like if Noel does something to me, before I'll say Noel, oh yeah, face the wall, I'll say Noel, go and hold my slippers. The real African mom in me is coming out. That I've given him a lot of chances. I've told him stop a lot of times. I've been patient. I've corrected him. But that's it. That's kids. You correct them. You be patient with them, but still know when to say face the wall. Still know when to say go to your naughty corner. Still know when to say give me that tab and go and sleep. Like you need to just find the balance. You can't just be a nice mom forever. Kids need parents. They need friends, but first thing they need parents. So always learn to be parents for your kids first before you start befriending them. It's hard for people that say, oh, I'll be friends with my kids. You need to be a parent. You need to guide that child. You need to show that child the way of life first. As a friend, you still need to be a parent, but still be a friend. Don't just be a parent without being a friend, and don't be a friend without being a parent. So it's just the balance. Just find the right balance that works for you, of course. And the last question is, what is your advice to the new mom? So advice to new mom, always give yourself grace. Give yourself some more grace. Rest. Sleep. Leave that child. You've given birth to that child. Nothing is going to happen again. God has given you that child. Nothing is happening to that child. Leave that child and go and sleep for 1 hour. I wish that somebody told me that when I just had my second baby, most especially. My first baby, I was still cruising. Like, even my husband everybody was cruising. My husband likes to feed the baby. Like, I would go out and leave my husband and the baby together. But 1 baby is a flex. 2 babies, because now you need to feed 2 children. Mostly when the age gap is really, really small, or is like not too long, it's really short. That you legit have 2 babies. So yeah, give yourself some more grace. So kids, for me, I'll say the greatest advice is they need alert mom. So need to start grooming yourself to be alert. Start grooming yourself to be alert for your children. They need people that can multitask. As a mom, I think it's just like like a follow come gift. As if you're a mom, you must be alert, you must know how to multitask. But just take life, very easy, very as it comes. And this advice is probably something I should also take for myself. Be fun. I know it's very hard for moms to be fun. It's very, very hard. Like, it's hard for us to just still be fun, because when we think of kids, when we think of the responsibility, we think of the household and everything. But if you can still be a fun person, I legitimately miss myself before I started having kids. I felt like I was more fun, more vibrant, more open, more spontaneous. Now, like, I can't even do anything. I would think 100 times, like, okay, what is Noah going to eat when he comes back from school? Okay, if I go out now, will I be able to come back and bathe them on time before they sleep? Like, I'm a religious person. Like, I have my routine, I have kids routine. But before now, I was more spontaneous. Like, as a new mom, if you can still be your old version of yourself with a little changes, that's much better. Unlike me, that just changed every aspect of my life because I became a mom, and now it's hard. Like, I struggle every day because I feel like I'm a different person, and I just miss that same old version of myself. So there's a quote I read one place one time. The day that you give birth to a baby, you do not just give birth to a baby, you give birth to a new you. So that quote is 100% genuine, my guys. Hey, because immediately that labor, you're not just laboring to bring out that child, to bring that child to the world. You're also like changing yourself. Like, you just change the moment you have a baby. So yeah, advice to new mom: don't cut off any aspect of your life except from the bad ones, but the ones that you genuinely love, the activities you love doing. If you love swimming, if you love going on vacation, do not cut them off because you started having kids. This is all the questions for today. Really, really short question, but I believe because I didn't raise enough awareness before I put up the Q&A. You need to follow me on Instagram because we're going to be doing the next one. The next one is probably going to be either about God or faith, because we've done motherhood, maybe lifestyle, just random pillars. So for today, the question I have for you all, for you to answer in the comment section is, what is that thing about yourself that you miss, that since you became a mom, is just so hard for you to keep doing it? Like, that thing that you so missed, like that old version of yourself that you would do anything to just like do again. For me, I would say I just miss waking up anytime I want to wake up. I miss it. Just sleeping. If I want to stand up by 12, fine, I'll stand up by 12. But now I can't. Like, 6 o'clock, one child is already waking me up. So it can be as little as that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and comment if you can. Till next time, make sure you subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.